Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. बहुत श्री श्री राधा गोविंद जी श्रीमन महाप्रभु की, जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा महाराज की, ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की, जगत गुरु श्री प्रभुपाद की, श्यामवेद गौर भक्तवृंद की, गौतम। मम ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। श्रीचैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरा श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं शक्रजातं सगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी केशवानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरि वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिकी। So we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, first chapter, text 5. ये फैन बंद कर दो। तो एकदा तु मुनय प्रातुर्हुत हुताग्नय सत्कृतं श्रुतम् आशिनं पप्रसुर इदमादरात्। तो एकदा तु मुनय प्रातुर्हुत हुताग्नय सत्कृतं श्रुतमाशिनं पप्रसुर इदमादरात्। तयकदा तु मुनय प्रातुर्हुत हुताग्नय सत्कृतं श्रुतमाशिनं पप्रसुर इदमादरात्। तयकदा प्रातुर्हुत हुताग्नय तयकदा तु मुनय Word-to-word meaning translation purport by Srila Prabhupada. Please repeat after me. Tat the sages ekada one day tu but munayah sages pratah morning huto burning huto agnayah the sacrificial fire Satkritam, due respects. Sutam, Sri Shuta Goswami. Ashinam, seated on. Paprasuhu, made inquiries. Idam, on this, as follows. Adurat, with due regards. Translation. One day, after finishing their morning duties by burning a sacrificial fire and offering a seat of steam to Srila Shuta Goswami, the great sages made inquiries with great respect about the following matters. Okay, repeat after me. One day, after finishing their morning duties by burning a sacrificial fire and offering a seat of steam to Srila Shuta Goswami, the great sages made inquiries with great respect about the following matters. Purport. Morning is the best time to hold spiritual services. The great sages offered the speaker of the Bhagavatam an elevated seat of respect called the Vyasasana, or the seat of Sri Vyasadev. Sri Vyasadev is the original spiritual preceptor for all men, and all other preceptors are considered to be his representatives. A representative is one who can exactly present the viewpoint of Sri Vyasadev. Sri Vyasadev impregnated the message of Bhagavatam unto Srila Shukadev Goswami, and Srila Shuta Goswami heard it from him, Sri Shukadev Goswami. All bona fide representatives of Sri Vyasadev in the chain of disciplic succession are to be understood to be Goswamis. These Goswamis restrain all their senses and they stick to the path made by previous acharyas. The Goswamis do not deliver lectures on the Bhagavatam capriciously. Rather, they execute their services most carefully, following their predecessors who deliver the spiritual message unbroken to them. Prabhupada is writing this purport before establishing Iskcon. Long ago he wrote. So you can see this type of purport And after establishing Iskcon, Prabhu are the same. That means he knew what is going to happen. He is alone. No one, not a single one is follower. And he is attacking these so-called Bhagavad reciters. Huh? The Bhagavad reciters should be Goswamis. The Goswamis do not deliver lectures on the Bhagavatam capriciously. Rather, they execute their services most carefully, following their predecessors who delivered the spiritual message unbroken to them. Nowadays, then, nice business of Bhagavad Kathakar. Nobody knows from whom he got his knowledge. He never mentioned even his spiritual master's name because his credit will go there. He wants to hold all the credits in himself. Those who listen to the Bhagavatam may put questions to the speaker in order to elicit the clear meaning. But this should not be done in a challenging spirit. One must submit questions with a great regard for the speaker and the subject matter. This is also the way recommended in Bhagavad Gita. One must learn the transcendental subject by submissive oral reception from the right sources. This is famous phrase by Srila Prabhupada. Submissive oral reception. विनम्र भाव से श्रवण करना. Submissive oral reception. Oral reception means? Oral means? Oral means? Oral means mouth, oral. Or oral means ear. Oral means mouth or oral means ear. So oral reception means received through ear. You should oral reception means if you receive someone in your home, what does it mean? Receive someone in your home, what does it mean? You keep him in your home. So reception by ear means keep in the ear. And that should be with submissive attitude. Submissive oral reception. From so many nice points. One must learn transcendental subject by submissive oral reception from right source. All are powerful words. Prabhupada, why he translates so slowly? He wants to put as much as emphasis as possible. I am again reading. One learn, no, must learn. Prabhupada not saying learn, no, must learn the transcendental subject by not hearing, by submissive oral reception from the right source. Everything should be there. Therefore, the sages addressed the speaker Shuta Goswami with great respect. Here, what is the meaning of Shatkritam? This verse. To ekoda tu mune pratu hutu hutagna Shatkritam Shutamashinam. Shatkritam means? Shatkritam is Satkar. What come from? Satkar. Kar means? Kar means karya, activities. Karya. From this what come? Sarkar. What does it mean? Sarkar, karya, kar. Sarkar means? Sarkar. Sarvakritam. जिसका जिम्मेदारी सब कुछ है. Sarkar. He was responsible for the whole country. It's Sarkar. So, Sanskrit language is so meaningful. Sarkar means who is responsible for whole country? Sarkar. Sarvakritam. Here, Satkritam means Satkar means, what is Sat? Sat means eternal, or Sat means right, best. What is the best? Best thing? Yes, Satkritam. Satkritam Shutam Ashinam. Shutam Ashinam means seated on. So giving seat, Vyasasana to Shuta Goswami is a Satkritam. So giving a Vyasasana to the speaker is a Satkritam. So if you don't give that Vyasasana, if you don't give that respect to a Vaishnava, that is Asatkritam. And another point is Paprachur idam adora. One should ask idam adora. Adar kesha. Not in challenging attitude. Question should ask to know the subject matter. Unnecessarily, one should not ask her, what is the grandmother's name of Satyabhama? What is the use of that? What is the grandmother's name of Hanuman? You can know this, but it is not so important for the spiritual purpose. So one should ask question, how we can get benefit. If you go to a doctor, what will ask? What is your grandmother's name? You will ask. You will ask your problem, what you need. Even you will not ask, Dr. Babu, have you taken nice breakfast today? You will ask this type of thing. Though it is a nice question, you will ask, no, it is not required for you. Whatever is required, you should ask. Idam adara. People do not know how to ask question. Here in the beginning of the Bhagavatam, Vyasdev is so nicely given. What is the mood of accepting spiritual knowledge? There is a coming, we should give him best seat and ask question with great respect, and should hear with oral reception. Anywhere and everywhere, this thing should be applicable. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna clearly mentioned, Shraddhavan labhate jnanam. Who can learn knowledge? Shraddhavan only. Without Shraddha, nobody can acquire. Shraddhavan labhate jnanam. And those who have no faith, what will happen to them? Those who have no faith, what will happen? What is Bhagavad Gita said? What is the verse? If no respect, what will happen to him? What is the verse? Aggoscha asruddha dhanascha sangsayatma vinashyati. Asruddha dhanascha. Asruddha dhanascha. No Shraddha. What will happen to him? Vinashyati. And vinashyati means? How vinash? What is vinash? Oh, vinash. What is vinash? What is khatam hawa? From where? कहाँ से खत्म होता है? Spiritual life से. भगवद गीता से न सुख नायम लोकोस्ति न सुखम न परंगति. You will not get happiness. What about the spiritual? You will not get happiness here also. If I go to your home, you give me one glass of water. If I suspect, he want to kill me, that is why I give poison. Can I drink water? I cannot drink water also. I should put faith. Yes, it is not poison, it is water. Then I can drink. Before drinking water, you have to put faith. No, it is not poison, I can drink. What about water? Stepping in the earth, if I step on, it will not, what is it called? It will not, percolate. Percolate means? Go inside, percolate. It will not go inside. It will hold my leg. Why you give? We have faith that it will hold my leg. It will not enter inside the ground. So in every step, we put. No, only we are rebellious when receiving spiritual knowledge. Because so proud, we know so many things. I think you have experience. When you go for preaching, we know everything. Yesterday one boy asked, who is greater, Vishnu or Krishna? He never read anywhere. But he is challenging, who is... And he told, you Iskcon devotees tell Krishna is here. Also Bhagavad Gita said, I am. He that no. Bhagavad Gita said, Krishna said, I am the greatest. Aham Sarvasya Prabhu. He heard that. And he accepted, okay, you Iskcon devotees follow Bhagavad Gita. But we heard, from whom heard he does not know. He never read that, but challenged. But Iskcon devotees, nobody challenges him because he is an ignorant person. But Iskcon devotees knows, if you ask him, okay, Vishnu is greater, how many types of Vishnu? Tell me. Can you give answer? Okay, you are telling Vishnu is greater. So how many types of Vishnu? Tell me. Which one is greater? Ask him. He was asking Vishnu is greater. Then ask him. I said, okay, tell me, how many types of Vishnu? And he will, okay, and give answer. Mahavishnu, Garbhodakshi, Kriya. Tell me, who is greater than whom? What will be his answer? So this thing we have made. So they never read all this thing, unnecessarily challenging. In other place, when he heard the TV news, reading paper, that time he is not challenging. Challenging when in his spiritual subject matter, so much proud. That is our misfortune. We are here, why? For cheating them? Why they cannot put faith? We are not here for cheating them. Is there any incident Iskcon devotee are cheating someone? What they are going to get by increasing Krishna's position than Vishnu's position? What Iskcon is going to get? Tell me. He will get some percentage from Krishna? Yes. So, this is a most unfortunate problem. After so long, they come in contact with the Krishna's devotees. Why they are not surrendering? You can see in your life, those who surrender, their life is so glorious. In your life, as much you surrender, your life is that degree blissful. In everybody, you can just introspect. As much you surrender, that degree you are blissful in it. Still we don't want to surrender. Why? Why? Am I right? You are happy proportionately as much you surrender to Guru and Krishna. Am I right? Please raise your hand. Why still we are not surrendering 100%? What is the reason? Misfortune. सब कुछ जानने के बाद नहीं करना तो क्या है? We know everything. Even after not knowing everything, we know this thing also. It is not what I am telling you, first time you are hearing. After hearing all this thing, we are not doing. What does it mean? Misfortune. Durbhaga. Now, what is the meaning of Durbhaga? Who is Durbhaga? Misfortune. Bhaktivinoda Thakur given a nice definition of Durbhaga. Who is the meaning of Durbhaga? Durbhaga, he who thinks I am more intelligent than other. Nijo buddhi shreshta. Those who thinks I am more intelligent, he is the most fortunate person in this world. When you go to Guru Vaishnava, think that I am a rascal in front of my Guru. I have no intelligence. If you have that, no, I know a little better than him, then you are gone. Nijo buddhi shreshta. My own intelligence is higher. If you, that type of mentality is there, at least maybe other places, but not in front of your Guru, previous Acharya's scripture, your knowledge is not higher than them. Never do this mistake. What is the meaning of Durbhaga? What is the meaning of Durbhaga? Misfortune. What is the Sanskrit meaning? Durbhaga. जो किसी से दुर्भाग्य है, दुर्भागा. That is not the meaning. Maybe meaning, but Durbhaga. Durbhaga, what is the opposite of Durbhaga? Saubhag. Saubhagyavan. That means, that what is Shau and Dur? What is the Bhaga? Opulence. What is the best opulence? Krishna. He who is missing Krishna, he is Durbhaga. And if we have no faith, we will miss Krishna. For getting Krishna, we should think my intelligence is not higher than my Guru and scripture. Okay, I may have some intelligence, but not higher than them. Otherwise, if we have that type of mentality, okay, at least I understand something better. then I am misfortunate, unfortunate. We should give submissive oral reception. It's a nice teaching here. How to receive spiritual knowledge by giving proper respect to the speaker. We must give submissive oral reception from the right source. And what is the last sentence Prabhupada given? Therefore, the sages, Therefore, the sages address the speaker, Shuddha Goswami, with great respect. Hare Krishna. Any question or comment?
हरे कृष्ण महाराज. तो ऐसे कि आप बता रहे थे कि हम लोग जान रहे हैं कि हम लोग सरेंडर करेंगे तो हम लोग ज़्यादा खुश रह सकते हैं, लेकिन फिर भी जो है हम लोग क्या है कि अटैचमेंट के, अब जैसे कि हम लोग बताएं दुर्भाग्य है हम लोग का कृष्ण से दूर, तो फिर नहीं हो पाता है. तो पॉइंट है कि उस तरह का कभी कभी माइंड में टग ऑफ वॉर चलता है, ये इंटेलिजेंस हावी होता है या फिर अटैचमेंट हावी हो जाता है. तो मतलब कभी जीतते हैं कभी हार जाते हैं. ऐसा होता है.
करना क्या है?
कैसे जीतते रहे बताइए.
ये प्रश्न आप खुद कर लीजिए. आपको जाने पढ़ाई करने से अच्छा रिजल्ट लगा, नहीं पढ़ाई करने से अच्छा रिजल्ट नहीं होगा, तो पढ़ाई करने की इच्छा नहीं करना चाहिए. करते हैं तो करना चाहिए. क्या करना चाहिए?
पढ़ाई.
समझ में नहीं है?
पढ़ाई करना चाहिए.
पढ़ाई करना चाहिए. बस सेम थिंग है ऑल्सो.
लेकिन जैसे कि हम लोग
अभी क्वेश्चन कर सकते कैसे अच्छा पढ़ाई कर सकते, देट मे बी नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन।
हाँ
बट पढ़ाई तो करना ही चाहिए, ये कोई क्वेश्चन ही नहीं है इसके बारे।
हाँ
ओके
जैसे कि हम लोग जानते हैं कि चैंटिंग सुबह में अच्छा से कर लेना चाहिए, लेकिन बहुत बार क्या हो जाता है कि नहीं हो पाता है। सुबह में बहुत राउंड कभी कभी बच जाता है, या फिर नींद आ जाता है तो कभी टाइम चला जाता है, ऐसा हो जाता है। और फिर कभी कभी जैसे कि हम लोग को पता है कि हम लोग चैंटिंग, मंगल आरती, भागवतम क्लास, बुक रीडिंग एटलीस्ट इतना करेंगे तो हम लोग बचे रहेंगे स्पिरिचुअल लाइफ में। लेकिन हम लोग बहुत बार बुक रीडिंग को मिस करना चाहेंगे, या फिर कोई क्लास को मिस करना चाहेंगे। तो इस तरह से हम लोग का हमेशा, या फिर चैंटिंग को प्रायोरिटाइज नहीं करके अभी दूसरा कुछ काम करे, तो ऐसा आते रहता है।
ओके अभी बाज़ार में सब कुछ फ्री दे रहा है, लेकिन बाज़ार से आलू, बैंगन, परवल, सोना सब फ्री दे रहा है। आप बोलेंगे मेरे को सोना लेने की इच्छा नहीं करता है, आलू बैंगन लेने की इच्छा करता है, क्या करूँगा? क्या आंसर है?
सोना
हाँ लेने की इच्छा नहीं कर रहा है मेरा। हम जानते हैं सोना अच्छा है, लेकिन सोना लेने की इच्छा नहीं कर रहा है, आलू बैंगन लेने की इच्छा कर रहा है। आप जानते हैं सुबह से मॉर्निंग जब करना अच्छा है, लेकिन उसी टाइम अखबार पढ़ के इवनिंग में जब करने की इच्छा होता है, तो क्या करना है?
मॉर्निंग जब
क्यों इस तरह होता है? आप कोई जब बोल सोना लेने की इच्छा नहीं होता है। हाँ सोना का वैल्यू उतना पता नहीं है। यदि पता होता था आलू बैंगन लेने की इच्छा नहीं होता था। अभी तक पता नहीं है मॉर्निंग प्रोग्राम कितना इम्पोर्टेंट है, इसीलिए सोना का वैल्यू पता होगा तो आलू बैंगन क्यों लोगे? नहीं मैं तो मेरा तो पता है सोना बहुत अच्छा है। नहीं अब 100% पता नहीं है, यदि पता होता तो कभी काम नहीं करते थे। हाँ हो सकता है सोना का वैल्यू पता है, लेकिन आपको पता भी है परवल भी उनमें से कॉस्टली है, आलू भी सोना से कॉस्टली है, इसलिए आलू भी ले रहा है। तो सोना कितना मूल्यवान है यह जानना, अर्थात अलग वस्तु उनमें से कितना इनसिग्निफिकेंट है उतना भी जानना है। अलग वस्तु सोना मूल्यवान जानना है इज नॉट एनफ। दूसरा वस्तु कितना मूल्यहीन है वो भी जानना चाहिए। अब हाँ भक्ति करना तो अच्छा है, इंद्रिय तृप्ति करना भी अच्छा है। नहीं दोनों तो फिर फर्क क्या पड़ेगा? भक्ति करना अच्छा है, इंद्रिय तृप्ति करना बहुत बुरा है, ये दोनों ही जानना चाहिए। ओके
इस संदर्भ में जो आप बता रहे हैं, तो जैसा लगता है कि साधन और साध्य, जैसे वो पूछ रहे थे कि चैंटिंग, हियरिंग, हम लोग को कैसे पता सोना मूल्यवान है, ये उसके बाद मतलब इसी प्रोसेस से तो पता चलेगा। दूसरा कुछ मेथड है कि एक ही बार में
इसी प्रोसेस से पता चलेगा, अर्थात अभी तक पता नहीं चला।
हाँ तो फिर तो ये तो एक डेडलॉक समान है ना, कि मतलब इसी से पता चलेगा और यही करने का इच्छा नहीं करता। हाँ, इसी के बारे में पता नहीं।
यदि पता चलेगा ठीक है, पता चलाओ, लेकिन जब चलेगा तब तो करना,
वही
पता चलाओ।
तब तक के लिए क्या सोच के करें?
क्या सोच के करें? हाँ। जिसको पता है उनका सत्संग करो।
ये जो 4 बजे उठ के चैंटिंग करने की जो बात है, जिसको ब्रह्म बेला में कहा जाता है चैंटिंग करना, उसके बारे में हम कह सकते हैं कि जो ऐसा कहा जाता है, जो 2 बजे रात तक, रात में शाम से लेके 2 बजे रात तक, सो तामसी आत्मा सब घूमते रहती है वातावरण में। तामसी आत्मा माने खराब आत्मा सब। और 2 बजे के बाद सो कुछ अच्छे आत्मा आते हैं, लेकिन 3 बजे के बाद बहुत सात्विक आत्मा लोग माने एटमॉस्फेयर में रहते हैं। तो अगर हम ब्रह्म बेला में कोई भी काम करते हैं तो सात्विक आत्मा सब जो है जिसमें कि देवता का गुण बहुत ज़्यादा है, वो लोग जो विचरण करते हैं तो वो हमको चैंटिंग करते हुए देखते हैं, तो उससे हमको बहुत बड़ा आशीर्वाद प्राप्त होता है। इसीलिए ब्रह्म बेला में किया हुआ चैंटिंग सबसे उत्तम कहलाता है। और जब सूर्योदय हो जाता है तो रजोगुण शुरू हो जाता है, तो रजोगुण में डिस्ट्रक्शन ज़्यादा होता है। उसी तरह शाम में भी हम कर सकते हैं, लेकिन वो भी सबसे उत्तम नहीं है। तो ब्रह्म बेला का चैंटिंग इसीलिए सबसे ज़्यादा अच्छा माना जाता है।
समझ में आया? एनी क्वेश्चन? हाँ,
হরে কৃষ্ণ প্রভু, বাংলায় বলতে পারবো? বাংলায় বলতে পারবো?
हाँ बोलो।
প্রভু, বলছিলাম যে আমি দেখেছি আমার ঠাম্মা আগে দীক্ষিত ছিল, এখন মানে নিয়ম ভঙ্গ করছে। এটা মানে এটা কি হয় আমি বুঝি না। মানে খায়, মানে যেটা নিয়ম সেটা মানে না। মানে ধরুন আমি নো মিট ইটিং, এবার আমি ফিশ খাচ্ছি, হ্যাঁ, এবার আমার মা বাবা মানে বলে যে দেখ তোর মা ঠাম্মা এরকম করে, এখন তুই কি করবি? তুই তো এই ভক্তিতে এসে তুইও পরে খাবি, এ কি বলবো?
Question in Hindi. Question is someone is not follow, even after taking initiation, somebody is not following the instruction. Like his grandmother is initiated devotee, was initiated devotee, and now starting eating meat, fish. Now his mother is saying, so your grandmother has broken the rules and regulation. If you practice, in the future you will also break. So better, very careful. Your mother and father very intelligent. Yeah, we should not break the rules, because during initiation there is a contact between spiritual master and disciple. Disciple made a contact. Make contact, I will follow four regular principle, and spiritual master make contact, I will take you to back to Godhead. But if someone, if from the disciple part break the contact, what will happen? Then spiritual master is not responsible to take him to back to Godhead. So if someone is breaking rules, then she will not able to go to Godhead. On the other hand, it is a great offense, because those who are eating, they are eating but not knowing. But here your grandmother is eating by knowing. Not only that, she promised in front of a spiritual master, in front of deities, in front of the Vaishnavas. So it is a great offense. So she is unfortunate, but I'll say one fortunate thing that you are her grandson. So please help her. So give her love and trust. So help her to follow the rules and against. Okay, she has done a mistake. Now Krishna will save her again. In that it is you should help her. Otherwise, you are practicing Krishna consciousness. You'll go to Golok Vrindavan and your mother could not. Then you'll suffer after going there also. So that is why help your grandmother. I think he will listen to you. So if you give nice prasad, why she will be attached in such a age? How old is she?
She is around 75.
So 75, you can tell what is the use of eating all these things. We will make nice prasad. You can sometimes, you can learn here cooking and you can the home and give nice prasad.
She also tell that she used to go to Navadvip. She liked to that like there. I also suggested that again go there, but for some family attachments, she is not able to do so.
Yeah, you can tell her, as you are not following rules, breaking the rules, that is why Mahaprabhu is allowing you to enter there. So if you follow, Mahaprabhu will invite you again. You apply your intelligence as much as possible, how to bring back again. As a grandson, you have responsibility. You are indebted to her so much. In your childhood, you have kicked on her chest. She has tolerated. So now it is your duty to help her. Okay? Hare Krishna. Yeah.
हरे कृष्ण। तो जी जैसे मेरे साथ क्या है कि मैंने अपने फैमिली को भी बताया, मतलब कि मीट ईटिंग से रिलेटेड ये सब बताया कि नहीं करना चाहिए, करना चाहिए। लेकिन मेन प्रॉब्लम क्या हो जाता है कि ऑल जो बाकी रिलेटिव है, क्योंकि मोस्टली हम लोग तो उनके साथ नहीं रहे हैं ज़्यादा टाइम, तो ज़्यादा टाइम वो रिलेटिव लोग के साथ स्पेंड कर रहे हैं, तो वो लोग फिर मतलब उनको बोल देते हैं, तो ऐसा टाइप का मतलब हो जाता है। तो फिर रिलेटिव के कहने पे मतलब बहुत टाइम हो जाता है कभी कभी। तो ये
खींचटाना हो रहा है, आप इधर में खींच रहे हैं, उधर खींचटाना हो रहा है। जिसका जोर ज़्यादा उधर में चला जाएगा तो आपका प्रेम कम हो जाएगा, तो उधर में प्रेम ज़्यादा उधर में चला जाएगा। तो आपका प्रेम ज़्यादा होना चाहिए, आपका खींचा ज़्यादा होना चाहिए, उधर में टाना ज़्यादा नहीं होना चाहिए। तो नाउ इट इज़ योर चैलेंज, will they pull him or you will pull them? Now it is you should take this challenge. कैसे उनको खींच सकते हैं? Due to your love. आप इतना प्रेम करो वो दूसरा रिश्तेदार को भूल जाए।
ये होता है कि बचपन में था कि मतलब मदर से बहुत ज़्यादा अटैचमेंट रहता है। मतलब बचपन में मेरे साथ भी था कि हम रह नहीं पाते थे, मतलब थोड़ा सा भी मम्मी इधर उधर चली गई, माँ तो मतलब खोजने लगते थे। लेकिन धीरे धीरे जब एज बढ़ते जाता है, अभी ऐसा है कि अभी मतलब वैसा अटैचमेंट नहीं है, जस्ट बात भी हो गया, कभी कभी आता है कि हाँ मेरी माँ है तो थोड़ा आता है, लेकिन अब उतना अटैचमेंट नहीं रहा। मतलब अगर ऑनेस्टली कहा जाए तो मम्मी पापा से
ये हाथताली की बात नहीं, बहुत दुख का बात है।
हाँ, नहीं तो ऐसा क्यों हो जाता है पूजी? जैसे बचपन में रहता है,
ये बीमारी है
कि बचपन में माँ के बिना हम लोग रह नहीं सकते, लेकिन बाद में होता है कि फिर धीरे धीरे कि ऐसा कम हो जाता है।
ये बीमारी है, इसको इलाज करना चाहिए।
कैसे कर?
इस तरह के कृष्ण को क्यों प्रेम करते हो? क्योंकि जाना है कृष्ण को प्रेम करना जरूरी है। उसी तरह जानने का कोशिश करो माँ का पास हम कितना ऋणी है। कृष्ण को क्यों प्रेम करते हैं? कृष्ण को सुन रहा है द ग्रेटनेस। तो इसी तरह माँ का महिमा श्रवण करो, तुम्हारे लिए क्या क्या किया है, आज जो कुछ करा है, जितना बुद्धि सब कहाँ से है? ये तुम्हारा शरीर है, माँ का शरीर का अंश है। हाउ कैन बी नेग्लेक्टफुल? चैतन्य चैतन्य पढ़ो, महाप्रभु का मातृभक्ति पाठ पढ़ोगे आँख से आंसू आएगा। महाप्रभु क्या शिक्षा देते हैं? मातृभक्ति का ज्वलंत उदाहरण है। कोई महाप्रभु की तरह मातृभक्ति कोई नहीं देखा सकते। तो हमारी फिलोसफी है प्रेम करना है, प्रेम सिखाते हैं। तो जो व्यक्ति माँ के साथ नहीं प्रेम करता है, दुनिया को क्या प्रेम करेंगे? जो व्यक्ति माँ को प्रेम नहीं कर सकते, क्या दुनिया में प्रेम करें? वो क्या भक्ति प्रचार करेंगे? इफ यू स्टार्ट फ्रॉम योर होम, माँ को प्रेम करना है, नहीं तो पिता माता को सेवा नहीं कर, प्रेम नहीं करोगे, कौन बचाएगा? हाँ, जो पिता माता को सेवा नहीं करता है ये बड़ा पाप है, उसको नरक जाना पड़ता है। उनको प्रश्न आ सकता है जो भक्ति करता है, वो भक्ति करता है पिता माता का सेवा करने के लिए करते हैं, ताकि हाँ जिस तरह कोई अमेरिका जाते हैं, क्या पिता माता स्वर्ग क्यों जाते हैं? वहाँ से पैसा भेजेंगे, पिता माता अच्छा रह सकते। इसीलिए जो अमेरिका जाता है वो पिता माता का सेवा करने के लिए। इसीलिए कोई ब्रह्मचारी मंदिर में अगर ज्वाइन करता है वो पिता माता का सेवा करने के लिए आध्यात्मिक रूप में, लेकिन संसार में रहकर पिता माता का सेवा नहीं करना है, ये सबसे बड़ा अपराध है। उसका नरक स्वर्ग का दूसरा जगह ही नहीं है। यदि नहीं किया है, मेरा नहीं लग रहा है, तुम्हारे लिए बोल रहे हो लेकिन मैं सबके लिए बोलूँगा, ये नहीं होना चाहिए। पिता माता के प्रति प्रेम हम बढ़ाना चाहिए। दुनिया में माँ से प्रिय कौन है दुनिया में? कोई एक व्यक्ति का उदाहरण है उनका, कोई एक व्यक्ति बोल सकते हैं मेरा माँ बाना की अकेला अकेला खाते हैं, मुझको खिलाए नहीं बचपन में। कोई एक व्यक्ति इस उदाहरण दे सकते? दुनिया में कोई एक उदाहरण है? तो जो माँ इतना प्रेम करता है, संतान कैसे उनको निग्लेक्ट कर सकते? कभी नहीं होना चाहिए। और हम इस्कॉन भक्त है, कृष्ण भक्तों के पास दुनिया क्या सीखेंगे? सारा इस्कॉन भक्त तो सारा दुनिया को सिखाना है पिता माता का किस तरह प्रेम करना चाहिए। ओके एनी क्वेश्चन? ओके
Maharaj, as you were telling about misfortune, that we are knowing everything about Krishna, means from Shastric point of view, and still we are not surrendering 100%. So basically I am confused that what you define as 100% surrender, or how can we apply that? So practically speaking, we have a lot of impediments in our service, like we have to do our a lot of duty, means we have to study or do something, so we have to do everything. So what you define as 100% surrendering?
What you are doing, studying, job, it is not a part of surrender? Why you differentiate it? Studying nicely, for what? To serve Krishna nicely. Earning money, for what? To serve Krishna nicely. Why it should be a part of your surrender? Studying nicely, earning money, it is a part of your surrender. Do all these things very nicely for serving Krishna. That's surrender. Why it is thinking that my study is not part of bhakti? Why is like that? Is it okay? Whatever you are doing, you will use everything in Krishna's service. This is bhakti. Somebody, after joining temple, Jayananda Prabhu. You have heard the name of Jayananda Prabhu? One Prabhupada's disciple, Jayananda Prabhu. After joining temple, he used to drive car for earning the temple, for maintaining the temple. By earning money with that, driving taxi. For the public, the drunkard, that person he is driving. For maybe through taxi he is taking someone in prostitute also. Who knows where he is going? But he is earning money for whom? For the temple. That is not service. Once upon a time, Tamal Krishna, His Holiness Tamal Krishna Goswami was wrote in his Servant of the Servant. He said, I took, after taking initiation from Prabhupada left after 2 days. So then Prabhupada told that for maintaining temple you should earn money. Then he went, after joining temple, he went to do some job. Where? In a Kodak film studio. Like you can imagine, 50 years ago, there was not so much developed. You have not seen, we have seen in our time. The shooting, taking photo, the negative shooting, put in the sunshine. His service was putting in the sunshine all these things. And with him another devotee, Vishnu John. So what he was doing, how he earned money? He used to cut the bamboo and make a flute. And in the street he used to sell the flute, bashi. Because he was a musician, he used to play also and selling. The both service he was doing. And they wrote Prabhupada is not so much money. Prabhupada after that, okay, then you can do Sankirtan in the street. How people will give Sankirtan in the street money? Then they started Sankirtan. Prabhupada told that much. Then when some in one place they gathered together, and Tamal Krishna Maharaj used to blow cons. शंख बजाते थे और शंख सबके पास लेके जाते थे, इसके अंदर कॉइन डालो। अमेरिका में डॉलर का कॉइन का बहुत मूल्य है। $1 डालना आता क्या है? हमारे 70 रुपये है। तो $10 का कॉइन डालना है, 700 रुपये मिल गया। तो उसने शंख बजाकर शंख सबको पास लेके जाते हैं, गिव सम डोनेशन। तो यहाँ से जितना आते थे, वहाँ से जो नौकरी करते थे, बांसुरी सेल करते, उनमें से ज़्यादा आता था। तो ये लोग मैं क्यों बोल रहा हूँ, वो लोग इस तरह पैसा कमाने के जाते थे। क्यों? ये भक्ति नहीं था। तो आप जो पढ़ाई कर रहा है वो क्यों भक्ति नहीं हो सकता? क्योंकि वो सब कुछ कर रहा है किसके लिए? भगवान के लिए। तो आप जो पढ़ाई कर रहा है उसकी सारी एनर्जी बाद में अभी भी लग रहा है। आप कौन सा सेमेस्टर पढ़ाई कर रहे हैं? हाँ, ओके। लाइक कोई स्टूडेंट वो कॉलेज में टॉपर होगा, ये हमारे लिए पिचिंग नहीं है, प्राउड नहीं। हमारे बेस में जो रहता है वो कॉलेज का टॉपर है। अभी यदि यूपीएससी में क्वालिफाई हो गए तो क्या करोगे? हमारे मंदिर में भागवत क्लास है, तुम्हारा नाम उच्चारण करेंगे। फलाना, क्या ना तुम्हारा नाम? हाँ, केशव, ऋषभ। भगवान ऋषभ देव का नाम जितना बार आएगा तुम्हारा नाम भी उतना बार आएगा। हमारे हल्दिया में ऋषभ है, वो यूपीएससी क्लियर किया। भागवत कला से तुम्हारा नाम कृष्ण का है, तुम्हारा नाम आ जाएगा। क्यों आते हैं? भक्त लोग कितना खुश है, कृष्ण का महिमा कीर्तन करो, तुम्हारा नाम कीर्तन करें। क्यों? तुम अच्छा पढ़ाई किया है, तुम्हारा नाम लेना अर्थ क्या है? तुम कितना अच्छा, ये हमारी यूपीएससी क्वालिफाइड हुआ, इसका अर्थ क्या है? उन्होंने तांजानिया का प्रेसिडेंट का पत्नी का नाम याद किया। उन्होंने, यह होता है ना परीक्षा में, क्या होता है यूपीएससी परीक्षा में क्या होता है? इस तरह बहुत कुछ सीखना पड़ता है ना। कौन देश का कौन क्रिकेटर का पत्नी कब मर गया वो भी लिखना पड़ते हैं। तो भागवत कला से यूपीएससी क्वालिफाइड होना अर्थ क्या है? वो इस तरह चीज़ ने सीखा है, ये वो सीखने के लिए पढ़ाई किया है। क्यों बोलते हैं? क्योंकि वो इतना कुछ कष्ट उठाया, वो पढ़ना नहीं चाहते इस तरह नाम, फिर भी पढ़ाई किया है भगवान की सेवा करने के लिए। उनके सेक्रीफाइस ज़्यादा है। कौन पढ़ना चाहते? इस्कॉन के आने के बाद कौन पढ़ना चाहते इस तरह चीज़? बताओ, बोलो। हाँ, वेनेजुएला कैराकास, उनका कॉइन का नाम क्या है? कौन याद करेंगे उनको? गीता भागवत पढ़ने के बाद पढ़ने की इच्छा करेगा क्या? लेकिन पढ़ना पड़ता है। कितना बड़ा सेक्रीफाइस है। इस्कॉन में आने के बाद कोई यूपीएससी क्लियर करेगा, उनको कितना बड़ा सेक्रीफाइस है। हमारे से जो माला जब उनमें से कितना सेक्रीफाइस, यह जानते हैं, उसके बाद ही वो पढ़ते हैं। क्योंकि भाई हम किसी को प्रचार करने का बड़ा पोस्ट में आना चाहिए, क्या बड़ा सेक्रीफाइस है। तो उसको आप भक्ति क्यों नहीं देखते हैं? कितना बड़ा भक्त है जो करता है इस तरह का। Is okay? Do you want to add something?
Hare Krishna. Although it's a bigger form of bhakti to sacrifice, but Maharaj, I had another question regarding this, that many times some devotees, they are inspired to, they are anyhow having a lot of inspiration to work. And so they want to somehow work hard because they don't have taste for bhakti so much. And one thing is that somebody has taste for bhakti, he is relishing Krishna consciousness, and he sacrificed that, like Priyavrata Maharaj had taste in Krishna consciousness. Priyavrata had taste for Krishna, but then as a sacrifice he wanted to leave everything, and but then for management he had to stay back. So that is one case. But in many places in devotees, when they hear like this, they feel, yes, I have to work hard, what's the problem? I can do work hard and do as service. But sometimes we see that they don't have so much taste for Krishna consciousness. Like suppose somebody is preaching to a girl. No, suppose he may not have so much of sadhana strength, and like, oh, suppose it's very difficult. No, no. As a sacrifice he may do. It's very difficult. But then if most of the people, it is said, you don't do, because you'll fall down. We don't need you to do that service. So how do we know, like as you are saying, studying is service, but then sometime before coming to Krishna, I had such taste for studies that whole day, night I could study. But then some people may start with the good motive that I will earn money so that I can serve Krishna. But because he is so much absorbed in material things, he developed desire to enjoy material things then. So in this regard, it has to be very carefully thought of, because so there has to be very careful balance. So we suggest people that if you want to prepare, don't compromise on your basic sadhana. That is essential. And other than that, as you rightly said, we can try to dovetail energy, but then another danger is one may be proud of his material endeavor, and he may have material desire. Like Jayanand, who had no material desire. He had no desire to work outside, but he was just doing a service. But many times people do have desire to prove themselves, to become great. And then, like suppose somebody want to anyhow marry, suppose somebody want to have children, somebody want to have house, they want to have pride. And then if we tell him, yes, as a service you get married, no, he anyhow want to get married. So how do we guide sometimes? Because if we tell them sometimes too much appreciate UPSC, etc., then there becomes a culture that everybody want to do it as a Prabhu ji ne bola hai, service hai. And then they don't do any service. They just become absorbed in that. And there are sometimes then materialistic desire they develop, and they leave Krishna consciousness also. And so it's little like, so what we say is like you balance, but regarding this, what to do now? We are understanding, Mike?
You have nicely given the answer also. Yeah, nice question. Now, what we are aspiring for, we should see how many examples is like that. I'll qualify UPSC, then will collector, then will serve Krishna. Is there any example like that before? Is there any example before? So why should I endeavor for that? There is no example like that. Yeah, after qualifying UPSC, he has become collector, and after becoming collector, he is preaching Krishna consciousness vigorously. Is there any one example? Is there one example? No. So, why should try for that?
I know one example, Maharaj. He became IS qualified, then he committed suicide. For one of our voice parts. So
that is what I am telling. When you are thinking I will be qualified in UPSC, do you know after doing that, how much busy you will be? Now you can not chant 16 rounds, but when you will get that post, you will not get your association also. You will not get time to chant. Why we should hanker for that? Actually, what is the goal of life? If Krishna wants us, invite us. Okay, do you want the king of heaven? No. You want to become Brahma? No. If there is no service to you, I should not. But, nice point. If I get that type of post, am I able to continue my bhakti? If not, then why you should take that risk? Is the UPSC collector post is better than bhakti? Is the post of Indra is better than bhakti? Is the post of Brahma is better than bhakti? So if I have to compromise by bhakti by compromising UPSC, why I should go for that? But if someone is required, I will become Parikshit Maharaj, I will become king and at the same bhakti. If someone is desirous like that, he can do. But normally, it's very difficult. I am agree with you.
Question is, as he rightly asked, that how to define surrender? Because in one aspect it is told in lectures, best is you serve, give yourself 100%. But then we are not able to. Like suppose somebody is told that you can serve Krishna 24 hours, but he finds it's like, can't do that. So then he comes to a lower level and then he wants to so that why is the question is that, like suppose somebody knows that I cannot surrender full time, that he knows, he hears but can't do that. So now so regarding that, now what shall he do? Because he want to pursue some exam or something, like suppose somebody has a job of 5 lakhs and he knows that he is able to serve nicely Krishna, he is suppose work from home, able to serve, and some people are happy with that, they are setting great satisfaction with service. But some devotees may not feel that satisfaction. He will know, I need to prove myself also. So then,
yeah, if someone is saying I cannot surrender 100%, that means sure that I will not go back to Godhead this lifetime. I have to come back again. If we want to take that type of risk, it's okay. Then I will compromise. But if we want to go back to Godhead, we should try to surrender 100%. But if not, then as much as possible. Like those who are working outside, they have to go in the early morning. But he cannot chant 16 hours in the morning. What is the answer for him? You chant morning as much as possible. Not 16 rounds, chant 12 rounds. No time. Okay. Chant 8 rounds. No, I don't have any. Okay. At least chant 4 rounds in the morning. Oh, no, I don't have any. Okay, at least chant 2 rounds before going to office. So as much as possible. But one should think himself, but for material happiness, for material recognition, how much I should compromise spirituality? If we go in that way, then we will miss the golden opportunity to going back to Godhead. Why we should be so take risk? Our Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is teaching, no dhanam, no janam, no sundarim. Why is telling that? Because this thing will not allow you to go to Krishna. We should use that much as bare requirement. But we are, if someone is say, I want to clarify UPSC for preaching Krishna consciousness. Now I can tell him how you want to engage, how much time you will get. Why you are not doing that thing now? Just, if you become collector, can you announce there in your district, in my district, nobody can eat onion and garlic. Can you tell? But you can tell now. You can give an announcement, you can give, what's called, a YouTube channel make, you can say, nobody should eat onion and garlic. But if you become collector, you cannot say like that. So why are you more powerful in preaching Krishna consciousness? If you want to preach and practice Krishna consciousness, which one is better? You should think yourself. Okay.
It's completely confusing. So it seems that Because by philosophy we can encourage a person to become UPSC also, by philosophy we can discourage him also. So
Those who want, like somebody will become Indra, Barun, somebody you want to become, you cannot stop them. Somebody want to take that type of post. That means that mixed devotee. You cannot stop them. If you cannot, everybody pure devotee. Somebody mixed devotee. They want to become Indra. How can you stop them?
people come sometimes, they say, what do you want? What do we want?
Krishna wants pure devotee. But those who cannot go, mixed devotee, become Indra. It is not our aspiring for become Indra or Brahma. Our aspire to become covered themselves.
But Maharaj, it matters not by what one is doing, but the state of consciousness. So suppose somebody is doing UPSC with the state of consciousness of serving, then it becomes pure devotional service. So, and somebody may do that with a desire to enjoy, that becomes useless.
But what to do? They tell somebody want to become Indra. What is the suffering of Indra, becoming Indra? He has to be kicked out from the heaven also. So many times you have to fight. But if you become Prahlad Maharaj, and Iskcon will chant him, but unnecessarily why will take? But somebody, you cannot stop everybody.
Many times Maharaj, you see, some people come and ask, and we tell them, okay, they are very submissive, yes, what do you want? So we tell them, okay, then you surrender. But then after some time they are not very happy after surrender, because
not only with everywhere. Like in Prabhupada's time, so many people come to Krishna consciousness. How many people are served? They're natural. In the temple, how many people are joining? How many people are staying? That's natural. Initially, the Prabhu, whatever you will tell, I will listen. After some time, their enthusiasm goes down. That will happen. We should not worry. Prabhupada said, don't worry who are leaving the movement. Don't become astonished. You should be astonished by seeing how they are surviving still. Those are existing. So, your intent to make everybody pure devotee is good, but still, Prabhupada wanted. Why next life? Go this lifetime. One devotee said, Prabhupada, I want to serve you life after life. Prabhupada said, why life after life? Why you want to come back? So, Prabhupada wanted, in this life you should go. Then devotee said, okay. Scripture said, I want to come life after life. Why I have done mistake? Then Prabhupada said, even, you should add the even. If Krishna, if you even want me, then I am ready. But I am not ready to, I don't want to come back. But Prabhupada never wanted anybody should come back. But still, everybody. So, our desire, we and everybody should be pure devotee. But still, everybody will not. So, try them, like he told his grandmother. We should not give up hope. Again try. Still time is there. At least before death, she can understand. Okay, last question.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. So Maharaj, when we are practicing bhakti, so sometime there is, yesterday class you were telling that those are advanced devotees, they meditate upon Krishna by active services. Yesterday purport. So we have so many services, just like one can manage voice, or one can do marketing, one can cook for Lord, one can preach Krishna consciousness, one can chant, one can read Bhagavatam. So many services are there. So means how to prioritize these services? Because sometimes we may think, okay, means we like something more, like hearing, reading, but there are so many services, so we get less time for that. And we want to do those things more. But then again coming that, okay, I have to preach also, I have to do management also. So it's difficult. And we have some limitations at bodily level, mental level. and if we try to extend, then it's difficult. Especially, personally, I feeling that in the morning time, then chanting time, because there is so many engagements. So how to balance?
Yeah, actually, not only that, that indecision and every moment, not only here. If you see, today is giving, everybody is giving 4 gulab jamun. So the indecision, should I take 4 or only 1? There also indecision, what I should do. So you have to apply your intelligence. Every time you can ask your counselor, Prabhu, आज 4 गुलाब जामुन दिया कि 1 खाएंगे 4 खाएंगे, उसे पूछोगे क्या? तो ये इंडिसिजन हमेशा आएगा. सुबह अलार्म बज गया, 4 बज गया, आज तो कल रात में 12 बजे सोया कि अभी उठना चाहिए क्या रेस्ट लेना चाहिए, उसी टाइम इंडिसिजन है. तो ये इंडिसिजन हमेशा आते रहेंगे. We will solve according to our degree of consciousness, level of consciousness. We should have purified our consciousness. Then we are able to take a decision in that way. But if we cannot, then we can take guidance from a higher authority. Like Guru Maharaj said, you should finish your chanting early morning. And Guru Maharaj's flight is 7 o'clock, you have to cook breakfast. What you should do? Or chant? नहीं, गुरु महाराज से पहले दिया, दीक्षा अनुष्ठान में बोल दिया अभी. तो अभी खाना बनाएंगे क्या, माला जप करेंगे. हाँ, तो इतना तो बुद्धि होना चाहिए, कौन सा कब करना चाहिए. तो इस तरह बहुत सारे सेवा है. तो कब कौन सा करना चाहिए. हाँ, जिस तरह माला जप कराए, घर में आग लग गया तो क्या करना चाहिए. माला जप करना चाहिए कि माला सर के पानी लेकर डालना चाहिए, कौन सा करना चाहिए. तो हमें तो उतना तो फेथ नहीं है, माला जप करके आगुन बुझा देंगे. इतना तो हमारी बुद्धि है क्या नहीं. जब मेरा इतना जप का शक्ति नहीं है, या जप करे आग बुझा सकते हैं. तो अभी आग बुझे, बाद में शांति से माला जप करेंगे. उसी टाइम आप काउंसिलर का टेलीफोन मत करना, वो माला जब करूँगा क्या आग बुझे. ओके, लास्ट क्वेश्चन.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. Maharaj, as you were saying that we should have affection for our parents, then those affections can be attachments also. Then we should maintain attachments from our parents.
हाँ, ये अटैचमेंट अच्छा है. जितने अटैचमेंट होगा ना, उतने जितना माँ को भी अटैचमेंट, उतना लिए अच्छा करना चाहेंगे कि नहीं. तो सबसे अच्छा क्या है, भगवत धाम भेजना. तो भगवत धाम भेजने के लिए क्या करना चाहिए, भक्ति करना. तो सबसे अच्छा है, माँ के सबसे बड़ा प्रेम रूप में सबसे बड़ा सर्विस है कृष्ण भक्त होना है. इनमें से यार क्या हो सकता है.
अटैचमेंट्स मटेरियल भी तो हो सकता है.
नहीं होना चाहिए ना. हम मटेरियल अटैचमेंट थोड़ी बोल रहा है. मटेरियल अटैचमेंट क्यों होगा, स्पिरिचुअल अटैचमेंट होना चाहिए. क्योंकि आज भक्ति करने का मिल रहा है हमें, बिल्ली कुत्ता कितना जन्म हमको मिला है, लेकिन ये जीवन में इस्कॉन मिला है और ये जीवन में माँ दिया है. तो हमें कितना ग्रेटफुल होना का माँ के प्रति. वो स्पिरिचुअल नहीं है. ये शरीर में कृष्ण भक्ति मिला और ये शरीर हमको माँ दिया है, तो उनका ग्रेटफुल नहीं होना चाहिए. कैसे मटेरियल होता है. और माँ को देखभाल करना क्या समस्या है. माँ को एक कोई वैष्णव, किसी को वैष्णव के रूप में सेवा करना, माँ को सेवा करने की क्या समस्या है. जिसके बच्चा, तुम्हारा नाम क्या है,
निखिल,
जिसके बच्चा निखिल प्रभु के तरह इतना बड़ा भक्त है, उनका माँ कैसे भक्त नहीं हो सकता. तो वैष्णव सेवा कर रहे हैं आप. हाँ, आपको लाग सकते हैं आप वैष्णव नहीं है. जिस तरह रघुनाथ दास गोस्वामी कहता है, मेरा पिताजी वो तो पूर्व महाप्रभु का विषय के, हाँ विषय के तो महाप्रभु का, उन्होंने बोले मेरा पिता विषयी व्यक्ति है, तो विषयी का अन्न मैं नहीं खाऊंगा. तो आचार्य लोग कहता है जिसको बच्चा रघुनाथ दास गोस्वामी, उनके पिताजी कैसे विषय हो सकते? रघुनाथ दास गोस्वामी बोल सकते मेरा पिता विषय है, लेकिन रघुनाथ हम कैसे देख सकते? रघुनाथ हम देखेंगे क्या रघुनाथ दास गोस्वामी पिता विषय है? हम कभी कभी जोकिंग करके बोलते हैं टी और मी। प्रभुपाद का पत्नी टी पीते थे, लेकिन प्रभुपाद के पत्नी साधारण के भक्त नहीं थी। जो प्रभुपाद को एक बार दर्शन करने के लिए आदमी तड़पते थे, और वो व्यक्ति को प्रभुपाद को कितना साल उन्होंने सेवा किया, वो कैसे साधारण व्यक्ति हो सकते? उन्होंने चाय पीकर जल्दी जल्दी प्रभुपाद को भगा दिया, जल्दी प्रचार करने जाओ। हरे कृष्णा। श्रील प्रभुपाद की, स्वामी गौर भक्तवृंद की, गौर प्रमानंद की।